Hello YouTube friends, welcome to another video, day 250 of the series. That's a lot of days. Right, well a lot's happened since we spoke last, which I shall take you through if you stay tuned for these short adverts. Let us start with why I have been dedicating a little less attention to this account. This is my Season of Conquest account. I'm currently top of the honor roll. We're not top of the doing well in KVK, but my god, I have killed a lot of barbarians. I can't even begin to comprehend the amount I've killed. So this account's been taking a load of my time at the moment, with my millions and millions of barbarians killed. Anyway, that was just to put things in perspective as to why I've been a little less active. Anyway, back to what's happened. The first thing that's happened is I've learned how to use a calculator, clicked a few buttons, and found out that I can do tier 5 whenever I want. So on day 250, I am at tier 5. I'm not actually at tier 5, I am ready to go for tier 5. At this point, I've waited long enough for more than gems. I'm just going to carry on waiting. I will appreciate the gold heads when they come for the more than gems. We don't have too many. We have 3, 4, 6, which is a good start, but you know, I'm not in a position to just throw away, how many do you get, 26 or something, 5 and 8? Anyway, I don't really want to throw away those, the potential more than gems equity. I've got 57,000 gems now, which means I can unlock this. I really haven't done too many barbarians here. As we've seen, I've been killing barbarians elsewhere. There's only so many barbarians you can kill. You know, you have to, unfortunately, spend time with your family, do things, go outside, get a haircut, which in my case hasn't really been a case. But, yeah, we're obviously going to make sure we do this, get the maximum number of heads, and regain our gems. So there we go. Cliff notes. Do tier 5 whenever we want. Event. Brilliant event. Oh, we can also get a better city theme here. I can also learn how to say that properly. So the archer health and infantry attack theme is definitely what we want. So that's just a really good pickup for us. It's better than the one we have equipped now, which is archer attack and cavalry health. Instead, we're going to, archer health, infantry attack. Perfect. That is very good for us, especially as our two best marchers are archers and cavalry. The lack of infantry attack I will deal with. Right, before we get onto the map, a few other things. I got really lucky in the egg event. On my main, I opened 100 things and got 12 blueprints or something ridiculous. Here, I opened 10 and got more blueprints. So it's kind of a win or loss. We got 16 Dragon Breath Boot blueprints from it. I also have lying around 12. So I basically needed 2 more blueprints. I thought about opening more, but I decided, you know, at some point we will just get 2 more blueprint fragment choice chests for boots. So there's no massive rush on that. So I'm soon going to be able to make the Dragon Breath boots. I haven't checked if I can actually make it with materials. I sense we probably just about can. So we've got with my 3 iconic crystals, going to make the Dragon Breath boots, put them here. Everything will be fine and dandy as and when the next egg event or the next Golden Kingdom. Basically, we just need 2 more boot pieces. Once we get them, plain sailing. I didn't see the need to waste another 5k gems on it, so I'll just play the waiting game. It's not going to change things massively. Zenith is always interesting to look at, so this is how it looks at the moment. Obviously, things are, I wouldn't say subject to change, I would say determined and destined to change hugely. Unsurprisingly, it's a lot of 8 and 10 players in the top positions. We also have a really big guy from 5, who I will come on to later. Doing it, things change massively towards the end. People wait towards the end. I will say, I expect Mr. Bot Megatwan to win either top position or get top 10. I'm in his alliance. This boy spends contributes a lot of gold chests. We're up to level 26 alliance stuff now, and God, my VIP is just growing from strength to strength. What are we at? Got 20k VIP since we got up to VIP 13. Obviously not spent a penny on it in terms of gems or anything. Once I do get tier 5, I will start putting gems in VIP for the next more than gems thing. It's a bit of a way off. So there we go. We can get tier 5 whenever we want. At this point, I'm just going to wait for A, more than gems, and then B, for an event, like a now or never event, just to maximize my stuff from it. I don't need tier 5 this second. It looks like we're not going to have too many fights this KVK until Kingsland, and I'm going on holiday next week for a couple of weeks, so there's no need to rush it now. We're just amassing resources at the moment and completing this event. We've got 2 days left for it, right? Yeah, 2 days left, so plenty of time to do. I just need to push it a little tomorrow. If anyone hasn't got the AP to burn, best thing to do, just be really active on the account. Keep taking the resources from here, as and when they come, you tend to get a load of trowels for that. We won the what you call it? Where is it? Ark of Osiris battle. I wanted to share why I'm quite good at Ark of Osiris on this account, because it looks like I get really decent points compared to my skill and power level. And there's a very simple reason why that is, and why anyone who's struggling to get good points in Ark of Osiris, what they can do to do it. You simply ignore open field, maybe send one march, and you join every single rally that's near to you. You just support all your friends in the rallies, support the stronger players. You get so many more points than you get if you went around smashing by yourself. Trust me on this. Don't try and be a hero. Just go and join loads of rallies, and you'll be absolutely dandy. So there's my account. Done well on the egg event. Need to do a bit better on this. We've still got 50k gems though, so we're going to be absolutely fine for the next more than gems. So there we go. There's 10. We still obviously own our zone, whatever this is, zone 5. Yeah, occasionally these boys pop up and farm kill and sometimes come and fight, but not that much to see here. This one here, so we saw 5 and 7 push out 17, who were zone locked, and I confidently predicted 17 would sadly remain zone locked for the rest of KVK. And I was wrong. Wrong I was. If I was wearing a hat now, I would take it off to 17. A lot of people there were... I think I've got a load of scouting, so I presume they were pretty unhappy that I managed to reveal how much they got zone locked. And to be fair, they have come back with a vengeance. 17 and 18 have pushed 16. If you may remember, on the last viewing perusal, 16 owned all of this zone, and things are very different now, and I imagine there's a load of fighting going on. Yeah, the 16 flag is burning. This 16 flag's being repaired. There's been a lot of fighting. Again, it's weekend. Weekend has football on. I like football. I watch a lot of football. That's mainly what the weekend for me is. I play a lot of rock as well, but it's very much at the same time as doing other stuff. I don't know if they've done a truce or just they fought so much they can't fight anymore. So I didn't watch most of it. I have a load of reports which this gentleman here has been sending me. A big shout out to Stay for Prime. So we've got some... Obviously, you'd only send the good reports, so I'm well aware of this, but 17 have been, well, on these particular reports have been smashing it. I watched a few, and they were doing very well there as well. So yeah, hat off to 17. They have come back with a vengeance. And I know it's the enemy team, blah, blah, 16 are our allies, but I am very happy it's happened. I didn't like what was happening really with it being 3v4v1. So I'm really glad that 17 got out of here. I've experienced firsthand how terrible it is to be zone locked in exactly this zone. So as I say, fair play for getting out of here, and fair play for putting up a real fight here. It looks like they're winning the zone. Okay, it's 2v1, but yeah, I've seen plenty of 2v1s fail. You've got to win it. So with this in mind, and with the fact that 5 and 7 own this zone, it appears a change of allies has been, well, not mooted, has been announced. I'll just read it out. So new allies, it's now 4v4, so I learn. It's 10, 16, that's meant to be 7 and 5. The explanation is, firstly, Mr. Silent, oh, I know who that is. Awesome work on the formatting. I can never format mails like that, even though I'm supposed to be a developer of some sort. A very poor developer, more of a salesman. Anyway, hello all members of this amazing coalition. Oh, learn your spelling, Dash. Learn your spelling, son. This is 3310 King, Silent sending this. We are allied with O5 to change this KVK into a 4v4 for many reasons. Two main reasons being we didn't want the Kingdom being solo in this potentially amazing KVK. Another reason is because O5 proved himself on the field. Excuse me, a bit whiskey. You guys took zero disrespect and stood up for your beliefs knowing that it would end your KVK career. So on that note, we would like to lovingly welcome 3305 into our coalition. What this means is there will now be zero disrespect tolerated to 3305. We will now be avoiding any fights against them through Lost Canyon, and we will now be respectful, polite, and keep up a good image. So, it looks like we are now going... Well, it doesn't look like. We are now going 10, 5, 7, and 16 against 17, 8, 18, the other way around, and 20. So, as to how that makes KVK look, my personal worry, and again, I'll prefix this by saying I'm going on holiday in a bit, so my fighting prowess will be somewhat limited to what I can get in Japan anyway. It looks like the next zone is going to be 5 and 7 and 10. And if we're all allies, and we've had no fights up until here, it's going to be very difficult to have fights there against our allies. Obviously, we're going to be in an excellent position for Kingsland, which is very good. Kingsland's when I'm back from holiday as well, so on a personal note. On a everyone trying to get kill points and enjoy it note, it might be tough. But, you know, there's plenty of stuff going on around the map. This 16 versus 18 and 17 fight is really quite interesting to watch. And as I keep saying, kudos to 17 and 18 for pushing them back. These guys probably have the same experience we do. A very powerful kingdom with some big players. And 20, obviously not much going on here at the moment because this is an allied place, but they're going to have a fight in zone... Well, zone 5 looks like it's going to be very... Well, this zone 5 is going to be very tough for the boys from 16 and girls because they're going to have 18, 8, and presumably 20 to contend with. So I would be surprised if they went for it here. Instead, I'd imagine they're going to go for it here, which they will win because 7 and potentially 5, well, definitely 5 can get in here in Dimbroko and help them against 17. So I presume it's going to look like 16 owning this one being shared between 18, 20, and what these guys called, and 08. This zone here being... Todd, I am right there, right? Yes, okay, so we're going to own this zone quite clearly with 5, and then the only real fights we'll get, but I imagine there'll be huge fights here, will be this zone here, Matcha, where the might of 10 will go up against the 1, 2, 3 allies here. So we're going to be well rested. We haven't had any fights so far. We're going to be in a good position to fight it. I'm looking forward to something happening there. Sorry, I can't. I'm just realizing I can't read the map because unless I'm... No, 18 can get there, right? They just build down from here. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking about coalitions. There's obviously no coalitions here. So 18 would... Well, they need to put a central fortress here. Oh, which they have done. There we go. I should learn to look at the map before doing the videos. I'll start again. So 18, 8, and 20 versus 10 in this zone. That'll be fun. I look forward to that. As much as I'm able to fight with my presumably bad Wi-Fi. Here is 10, 5, and 7 sharing. Here is presumably 16 and 7 sharing. And here is presumably an enemy zone. So we're going to have good potential for some good Kingsland fights. Excellent potential for fights here. Nothing happening here. So at least we'll have something going on soon. I won't have tier 5 by then. As I've established, well, as I've said, and you don't have to believe me, but I promise it's true, man. We can push it anytime we want because I can use the generic ones for the building. I don't really want to do that. Well, I don't want to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm just going to take it slow. But yeah, we'll wait until the next now or never or kind of thing after More Than Gems to really push it. I don't even think I'm going to bother with the Zenith getting there. I want to make sure I win a now or never event. Look, I've already won one. I've got form for it. Actually, there's almost no chance I'm able to win this one because this is in a bigger kingdom. But I'll take my one now or never thing. Oh, there we go. More fighting. Well, I guess not fighting. More sign of fighting in the past. Anyway, so we've done my account. We've done the state of the KVK. Let's have a look at the honor a little bit more. So we're the second biggest alliance behind the big guys in 08, just ahead of 05 and 06, and our second in 10. In fact, aside from 08, it does seem to be entirely our coalition. Well, our unofficial, I say coalition, I know it's a loaded word in rock, our alliance that takes the top points. Then it's 10, 6, then 8, then 7, then 20, then 5. So the interested to hear what people think about this new direction. I don't really know the reasons behind it. As I was saying, I was busy on my other account, so I just logged in, saw that news, was like, oh, that's interesting. So let me know what you think, people in the chat. Let me know what you think. And if anyone from 17 is it, full respect. Getting unzone locked after being completely zone locked is an impressive feat. So, you know, fair play to that. Let's see if 16 can go back. Let's see what happens in general. And let's hope there's some sort of event tomorrow that allows me to craft the Dragon Breath boots. Sorority Crisis is due, right? We're just, yeah, I think it's been a while since we've done that. Let's hope for a Sorority Crisis or some sort of Golden Kingdom. Resets in 35 minutes, so I'll find out then. Oof. Finally, go through the armaments, because they have been getting slightly better. I managed to, I think we did, we covered this last time, I'm thinking of a different account. This still looks excellent. The combo Pursuer, Enraged and Brutal. I wish I had that on my main, actually. The only issue, of course, being that I've used all of these and I can't get another transmutation crystal. Well, I don't know how easy they're going to be to get. I imagine incredibly difficult. Because I just habitually recycle all my armaments I don't consider excellent, I haven't got the 100 legendary armaments. So I've still got 5 days to get them. I guess I just need to hope for the best with those. I need 16 in 5 days. Might be a bit of a tall ask. Apparently I discarded a 3.5% inventory health last time. Not my wisest moment, but let's be honest, I do a load of stupid stuff, so no surprise there. Anyway, my friends, thanks very much for watching. I will see you very soon, hopefully. I'm going to make sure I smash the event tomorrow. There's plenty of value from getting all those gold heads. Take our 356 now, as we got the ones from the 7k gems we played, up to 371. Hopefully get to about 600 by the time next KVK starts and be in a good position for the beginning wheels. Oof, I've talked a lot. I shall let you go. Salute you all, and promise the next time you see me, I won't look like this. My hair will be better, I'll be beautiful again, and you'll be able to introduce me to your mothers. Right, finally, shout out to Over. Thanks for always watching. See you soon.